Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, people. So I am I'm not very happy about the lights in this freaking game, but at this point there's not much I can do. I mean, maybe we can just change it all completely, but go full dynamic. I don't know. It's a bit annoying that we it's a bit annoying that whatever I do, why my PC is so annoyed? My PC is struggling a bit. I don't know why. Okay. So, okay, let's start, guys. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome. Good afternoon to you. I'm trying to. So I did a full relight, right? I did a full relight of the levels of the game and everything, right? And what I see two things. So during the day is kind of reasonable, right? It is kind of reasonable. Apart from this particular bed, it seems to have bad lights. I don't know why, but it has bad lights. You see the pillows? So I wanted to check that and see. And see if there is something I can do for that. I mean, obviously, if I do a change, it means relight, right? But I mean, we can relight tonight anyway. I'm not gonna release now, so. Yeah, this light map actually looks okay. This light map looks okay. This light map looks okay, so why? So why? Let me see. I don't have the editor open. So I have few problems. The first problem is that, yeah, this bed's a bad light. The other item seems to have decent light. The house has decent light. I mean, obviously, consider it is all pre-calculated, so there are some, you know, some shadows around. But one problem I have, at least with this character, right, is that the house is just barely the sides, right? So it looks a bit small, actually. It looks a bit small. Like, for example, if I take the double houses, right, the one that are more luxurious houses, like this one, right? I mean, the inside is kind of okay, but then if I try to take the stair, right, the stair is actually fairly small. And when I arrive here, right, I'm basically stuck, right? I'm basically stuck because vertically I cannot really fit. If I go crouching, then I can fit, right? But again, this bed is the worst shadow ever. I will try to understand why. The other item seems to be better, right? The other item seems to be okay. So we have a bit of a problem of sight. You see, mainly this wall, right? This wall is really stopping you to go up, right? And it's kind of annoying. Can I change it? I think I can, but I will have to obviously to relight everything. But I think we can, or we change that, or we just. I was thinking just to. The problem is that if I do it, it's a bit of a mess. But I was thinking if I just, you know, make everything like 10% bigger. Like I make all these houses like 10% bigger. Let me see the... let me see this part. I mean, the outside looks fairly decent, light-wise. What is going on there? What? I mean, this small step you have to... Here we don't... what the hell happened? Oh, shit. I think we have a problem with the... okay. We have a problem with that as well. Shit. Shit. Yeah, we need to relight. There's no way. But it's fine. I mean, I can do it. Let me just see if this double bed didn't get... no, actually it got the channel. It got the proper channel. This is a mystery. Is it too low? I mean, 64 it cannot do it? Okay, 64 it cannot do it. So this bed needs 128. I mean, we can see, wait, let me see the light map density a second. You can see how it looks. So what I'm a bit annoyed, right, is that I did a lot of work to actually have this thing look right, and at the end it doesn't, right? So I mean, and it's a bit annoying, I have to say, right? Because I spend a lot of time, and in the editor it looks fine, right? Well, actually, here, yeah, because it is already recalculating the lights, right? And we have the lights recalculated. And so you can see exactly the problem, right, on this guy. You can, let me just see the light map density. Yeah, he's basically saying that it's too low, right? He's saying that it's extremely low. Well, for example, for this book, he's saying that it's extremely high, right? That is too much. Why? How much we have on this book? 64 on a book? Oh my god, are you serious? 64 on a book, bro. Yeah. Should be 32 at the maximum, really maximum. I mean, it's just a book, so it's not really, you know, very relevant. But yeah, in fact, it is the other books. It's just that book, maybe, that is high. Yeah, probably was just that book. Okay, we picked the book that was high. Yeah, everyone else is 32. Only this one was 64. But we have other items, right? Like this one. I mean, these are items that are used very little. So in reality, you know, it doesn't really make a difference. They are really used so little in the game that it makes zero difference if they are 64 or 32 or whatever they are. So, I mean, if we were using like hundreds of them, then yes, but we are using just one, right? So, yeah, but definitely this bed is too low. I cannot make it because you see that is a light blue, nearly. So this one is really too low. So we have to go 128, which is kind of weird because 128 is what we do for the buildings actually. But yeah, it's still saying that it's low, right? I think because it's a matter of size. I mean, this object is fairly big. Plus, he has all this. So for him, probably this will be good as 256. Let me see. Why it doesn't change? That's a bit weird. Oh, wait. Why is not changing? Huh? This is strange, huh? Huh? No, I don't understand. Ah, because I have to click on apply. Okay, wait. Maybe you have to click on apply. No, because the apply is the minimum resolution. No, the general why this guy is not changing? I don't understand. LOD for collision. He only has one LOD, right? I don't understand what is going on. Whatever value I put is not making any difference. It's still looking blue, right? Like if it's another object, but it's not another object, because if I click it and I open it, right, this is our object, right? And at the moment I have a light map resolution of 1024. Is it because it is recompiled, and so no, because the book no, also the book didn't change. So if I move the book, then maybe it will change. No, it doesn't change. I don't understand what is going on. I don't understand what is going on. So the light map density is not changed on the fly. I think we did it the other day and it was. So we have to do a relight. That's annoying. I mean, I can relight just this level and see, right? Because at this point we have any way to redo it. We can go medium lights, and we can... doesn't take much, it takes like a minute or so. Hello, Hula. Good evening. I'm not very happy about this relight. Hello, Shlu. Hi. I'm not very happy about this relight. The rooms looks fantastic in Unreal, but then in the game with the relight they look pretty bad. And I mean, they look bad during the night. During the day they look better, but during the night they look bad, and it's very annoying. It's very, very, very annoying. Also, these houses, now that I walk into them with the furniture, they look a bit too small. So I'm thinking to boost them like 10%. I mean, 20% we cannot do it because it will completely change the size of the windows and everything. So it will not be possible. Ah, okay, now it's green. Yeah. So at 128 it becomes green. So probably this thing needs 128 actually. Needs 128. What this luxury chair is completely off. Ah, it doesn't have the... No. Okay, that's a mistake. So these are all optimizations, right? That you can do after you see the stuff. Yeah, so on this one I forgot the light map channel. The light map UV I forgot completely. Hello, Javi. I saw you were fixing lightning. Are caves receiving some more light, or just stay in the way because they are cave dungeons? I don't know. Can you post a screenshot maybe, or what you would like to be more lit? At the moment, the caves I didn't change because they use torches, right? And torches are all dynamic, so they should be already fairly. I mean, you mean the generated dungeon? Ah, no, you probably mean the standard caves, right? the caves, caves. Yeah, I understand what you mean. No, I didn't change them, but could be a good idea to do it, maybe. I mean, I really have a problem with lights in this game. I said that a million times and I still have it. I still have this problem, you know, like 3 years later, I still have this problem. I still have this problem. I didn't solve it. In theory, Unreal is the best engine in the world, but with static lights, there is something that is just not working, right? There is something that is just not working as it should. And I mean, one way we have is to switch everything to dynamic light and see what happens, right? But it is a bit risky. It is a bit risky because some hardware, right, may not run properly with dynamic lights. So we have to be careful, actually. I mean, we will have to do a test one day, because one day we will move to dynamic lights for sure. I don't know when, but we cannot stay on static forever, right? Even if large video games are still using static lights for the most part. I mean, like MMO and such, right? So it's not that we are alone. We are definitely not alone in this. Definitely not alone. But also this one is missing. There are certain objects that are missing the UV maps. Can we generate it in this case? I mean, it's just a simple book. Maybe we can generate it. Yeah. Maybe for this guy we just generate the light map. We will ask Unreal to generate it, actually. For example, Lux Dungeon is super dark. You can even see where you landed. Yeah, you should use a torch, right? But yeah, if you have a torch, right, you should be able to see. I mean, you should always have a torch with you, pretty much, right? So that's the point, I guess. But yeah. But I think our game is too dark. I hear you. I mean, I know. I know. It's just that I don't have an easy solution. I don't have an easy solution for this. I don't have an easy solution. I can add more lights, and this is what I did. For example, is what I did here, right? So what I did here, I just decided to put more lights, and but the problem I see, so if I okay, let me just try one thing, right? If I scale this by 10%, so this becomes 1.1, right? What is changing? Everything? Yes, everything, because the door is in a different position. All the items in the house will be in a different position. And the window will be taller, right? So if you put a character, but I feel that, you know, maybe we should do it. Maybe we should do it. I mean, this window is still acceptable. There is the current one, right? There is the current one, which is perfectly matching the character, but there is 10% more, right? Which is going to create a lot of problems, right? It's going to create a lot of problems, but at the same time, it's also going to be maybe better, right? Because when I walk,
spaghetti code.
hello, Phoenix. Because when I'm walking inside these houses, right, I see that there is not enough space, basically. Is what I'm seeing, right? I mean, everything will have to become 1.1. I mean, you can also go 1.105, right? It's not that we are... it's not that we are... Hmm, 10%. I mean, 10% is not insane, but you see already how much it changes, right? You see already how much it changes, 10%. Now, if we do it everywhere, right, there are some areas, but you see these houses are very far away from each other, so I think we will have zero problem. Right? I think we will have zero problems here. In terms of space, right? I don't understand why this thing is so broken. Probably because he has zero... he has zero UV map. Light map. No, actually he has one. But is empty or what? Oh, he has an empty UV map. Okay. Because, you know, light is important, and is there like a way to do the sun brighter even outside looks kind of dark? Outside it looks dark? No. Outside during the day or during the night? I mean, during the day, I never seen something dark, right? But I mean, you can always use the daylight override in the devs menu, but yeah. Outside during the day is dark for you? No, that's very, very strange. That's very strange. You have a problem somewhere else. I mean, I don't know. It seems strange. During the day, if it's dark outside, I don't know. Send me a screenshot. Send me a screenshot and we see what you see, because it's not easy, right? Just by saying dark. What do you mean by dark? Send me a screenshot. I mean, if you have a problem during the day, I cannot imagine during the night then. Right? don't understand exactly what is going on here because it looks like. So where is this part? Oh, it's mapped differently. Ah, it's this and that. Ah, okay, I understand. I understand. Ah, okay. This angle limit I never really understood actually. What it does. I splitting by angle, I understand now I guess. Okay, anyway, this thing will be better with, will be better now. Okay. Now I think this one is minimum 128 because it's a very large area. It's true that it's mostly flat, but it's a very large area, so I think it needs. Okay, let me just see how does it look. Ah, I also have to do the wait. I also have to do the collision thing, yeah. Complex as simple. I mean, to me, the outside looks like this, you know? I don't know if your outside looks like this, but, you know? Do you see the outside, how it looks? It looks like... What happened to this guy? Huh? What the... Huh? Why it is yellow here? You crazy? It's not yellow here. Huh? I think it's again the light maps. I don't know what is it. But it's something weird for sure. I mean, why this became yellow? Oh my god. She seems to be okay, it's just the horse that is wrong. She's actually fine. Maybe 164 is too little. I don't know, I don't understand why it became yellow. Maybe because we are in non-production mode, maybe. Maybe it's because we have medium lights. And so it's approximating a bit. Could be. Okay, but anyway, let me see. There is one house. We have to remember to remove this guy. This house is scaled 1.1, right? This house is scaled 1.1. So the window is definitely bigger. The house itself looks pretty much the same. I mean, it's not. It's just the window that is higher, you know. It is at a higher rank. But for this crane, it's perfect. Obviously, if you take a smaller race, right, it would be annoying. But I guess for a crane or for a Diaboli, the size of the window this way is pretty much okay. Let me see. This one is also double sides. I mean 1.1, right? I want to see what happens with the steps. And what happens? Did we? I mean, you are still bumping a bit into it, but way less. I don't understand why these things are still broken, right? It is really a mystery to me. It is really a mystery why the double bed has those issues. Like if it's... there are no vertices, right? No wrong vertices. Let me just check the... Why he did that? Why he mapped it? Why he mapped it this way? It's very strange. Yeah, it's doing pretty much the same. So he's splitting the... Is it because it's the same in the normal UV map? No. No, because in the normal UV map, it is all one piece, right? I think because because the angle is so sharp that he decides to put it into another like this angle between here and here, or between here and here is so sharp that he decides to put it into a different texture space. Interesting. This is not the way. I mean, if I increase this and I make it 80, do you think it will do something different? No, it's still... should I make it lower or should I make it... If I make it 40? Basically, I would like the pillow to be in the same... But it doesn't seem that it does it. He never does it. So the lower is the angle, the higher is the scatter, at least for what I see. Let me try to reset the transform, that sometimes this is doing something. You see how it's scattering the single pillow into so many different places on the texture? I don't understand why it's doing this. It's so weird. Probably because he has no seam. Probably because he has no seam. I see. Okay, let me try like this. I added the seams that we have in this texture. And now I'm trying to redo the thing. It's an interesting idea. Yeah, but still my pillow is completely scattered around, right? It is scattered everywhere. Why? Why my pillow is scattered everywhere? Why? Why my pillow is not... Whatever I do is splitting it into pieces. And it is many pieces. I mean, I can try to make this 99. I don't know. It's slightly better, but still super scatter. You know what is the weird thing is that in the one with a single pillow, it doesn't do it. You know this thing, this V is present here, but is not present in the yeah, I cannot do it like this anyway, so I mean, the pillow is actually a bit square, I have to say, yeah. So it may use a bit of a rounding, but you sent a couple of captures. Okay, nice. Pretty much identical. You send a couple of captures. I think the shadows are pretty deep if that's a correct word. In first picture, look at the character detail. They are washed away with a shadow. And the last one looks fine. I only added the content in the same location, but looks at the detail in the house and washed away by the shadow. Yeah, I think I understand what you mean. Yeah, in particular this screenshot I think is pretty good actually. This one. So what you're saying is that, but I see it, right? So you are saying the difference between this area, okay? You are saying the difference between this area and this area, right? Yes, the reason for that is again that I'm using static lights, right? I'm using static lights, and static lights are applied per object, right? So this is an object, right? This is another object, and this is another object. Like the house is an object, the walkway is an object, and this guy is an object. So, and the ability to predict properly the shadow in static is obviously not that good, right? And so, I mean, if I change everything to dynamic, obviously it will look better. For sure. I mean, we can. I mean, if we want, we can do it. If we want, we can do it. But is a matter of. I don't know. I may decide to do it. Okay, let me do one thing at a time, though. So, do we want to increase the size of all the houses or not? Do we want to increase the size of all the houses to 1.1? So if I do that, I will have to change the position of pretty much everything, because all the objects, like this one, for example, right? You see, will be moved, but I'm not scared about that work. I'm more scared of the fact that this will look too big and out of place, right? I'm more concerned about that. But probably the answer is no. I think 1.1 is very reasonable, actually. I think 1.1 is actually very reasonable. Now okay, so if we want to do 1.1, now the problem is, do we want to do 1.1 do we want to do 1.1 in the final scale? Well, excluding that. So we want to do 1.1 here. And re-export it so that basically everything becomes the right size. I think the only problem will be probably this thing, because this thing is now scaled 1.1, and but now if I scale it 0.9, it's not going to be the same, but it's fine. This is kind of a big change, but I feel that we have to do it. I feel that we have to do it because those houses are too small, and it's very hard to navigate. So, and 1.1 is not insane, right? 1.1 is... So overall, I think we have good assets, boys, but it's very hard to make this look decent in with the static lights. We can try to do one release with dynamic lights and see what happens. Maybe all of you, I mean, some of you will be able to play, others not. I don't know. I never tried full dynamic. Maybe I can release 2 clients, one full dynamic and one not. Yeah, that would probably be the best. So that I do 2 runs of lights, right? And then I release 2 clients. Yeah, I think the first time we have to do this. Yeah. A light guru. We had someone that had some knowledge about lights, and he gave us some hints and ideas, but I think that became that started some of our problems, right? That started some of our issues, actually, unfortunately. Boom. So we have this building and we have, I'm not gonna change the other building, right? But all the common ones, yes, I'm gonna change them. I'm gonna change all the so here we have what we call the common. This I think is called common, actually. Yeah, it's called common. Yeah. And then we have the luxury. Nah, I don't know if I want to reduce this thing. Probably yes, though. What the? I mean, it was already big, but fine. I think some of this thing you can decide them only when you really walk into them, right? It's very hard to decide the sides. I think we didn't go too far, right? So I think that we did it kind of decent, but and I think some of you will still say that they are small, right? I think. Because a bit they actually are. But you know, the problem is that it's a very weird design, and sometimes it's not easy to fit it. Okay, now the doors. Yeah, the doors also needs to be changed because the doors is the same problem, right? So, and I think we should just upgrade all the doors as well. No, wait, that's not correct. Ah, here it is. So that is a thing. So do you realize that I have to reposition all the items? Yes, I realize it. I realize that I have to reposition everything, but I think that the way they are is too small and is not gonna work. It's too small. It's too small. It's too small. There is another door, right? Yeah. So the large door, we're not gonna touch it. We are just changing the. We are just changing this one. Public. Now, trying to understand what is what would be fun. I think they're probably these two. Hopefully. Door R. Door L. It is medium 1, right? And it is medium L. Okay. So if I didn't do anything stupid, which is possible, now these two doors should scale up properly. Okay. Okay. Yeah, obviously, yeah. Obviously, the blueprint needs to be resized, right? Unfortunately, because these are double doors, but it's very easy to do. It's very, very easy. So, Javi, about the lights, has been a pain for me since the beginning, and I don't know.
Everything will be fine. Don't worry.
I really don't know how to fix it, and it bothers me a bit. Yeah. Everything will be fine, hopefully. Hopefully, yes. Maybe. What really bothers me, you know, is the fact that it looks great in the editor, but then after the relight in the game, it looks shit. Well, not shit, but anyway, it looks worst, right? And it is very annoying. It is very, very annoying. Oops. So now the problem I have, right, is that I have for every house, considering that we made every house bigger, for every house I need to check first that it doesn't mess up with the other pieces that we put next to it, like this one, for example. But this one is this one is okay. Two, that the lights are still valid. What? Here, I don't understand why we have two lights here. What happened? Yeah, pretty much all the lights will be lower, right? Than what they should be. Not by much, but... and for example, we can say, okay, this house is done, and maybe we hide it, or whatever, right? And then we have to do the same for all the others, because they will have the doors, you know, not properly positioned. And again, the lights not properly positioned. Well, maybe in the small one, the difference. Yeah, you see, there is a difference anyway. Why here is so dark? I don't understand why here is so dark. Considering that there is a light here shining. But yeah, I have to do this for everything, right? In all the houses that actually have furniture, I have to move all the furniture, which is very annoying, I know, but we have to do it. Now, on the bottom floor, I think the only difference is, well, we have more space, right? As you can see, we have more space, and there is the grass to fix as well. Oh my god. Yeah, well, it's kind of a work. Yeah, but you see how much it moved up? I mean, it's way faster than reinventing everything, right? But it's definitely faster than reinventing the wheel. But yeah, as you can see, Pretty much everything needs to be repositioned. But I think this is a good change. I didn't feel well walking into the house. I didn't feel well. I felt bad, actually. I felt pretty bad. Now the carpets, oh my god, the carpets at the upper floor will all be inside the thing. No. Okay. So everything that we have on the floor, we have to remember, right? That is now at the lower floor there should be no difference because yeah, exactly. So the only difference are the sides, right? Like for example, this thing can go more next to the window because now there is more space, right? But apart from that, and maybe I don't know, you can say, oh, this two can go also a bit more to the side, but I don't care. I think this is okay. Unfortunately, I can make the light stronger, maybe, I don't know. Do you want to try one dynamic lights build? And then there may be the problem of the trees, right? Maybe some trees may get into the way. I can write the help channel, frustrating. No, you cannot write on the help channel, it's one way only. You have to be in game. Stamina is linked to the other stuff. You have the potion, the spell, I cannot. You will love to try that build. Yeah, maybe we can make it. Maybe we can make it. And see if... You will see all the houses now. Because I have to retouch them all. 100% of them. Oh my god. Oh my god. You may say, well, maybe you could have, you know, checked one house before. I actually checked it, but it's only when you walk on multiple ones that you realize that is wrong, right? So I think on this one we need no change. The only change is probably to move this. But you see how the static lights are like fucking up everything? You know, because the problem with the static lights is that, you know, this is lit and this is dark, and the reason this happens is because the calculation, well, now I'm calculating with medium, right? So not production, so probably that's one of the reasons, but still, you know, I just have to be careful on the doors and on the carpets. Because doors and carpets I may forget, right? And then it will look like weird. And also the light. Oh my god, I will forget so many pieces. You have no idea. I will forget the lights. So we will have floating lights all over, I guess. Yeah, most likely. Because now everything is lightly moved, right? Not by much, but slightly moved. The single houses are simpler. What the hell is going on here? my god, this item is a problem. Definitely. We will check that. We will check that now. Probably also this item is a problem. I don't know, I'm thinking deeply to go full dynamic. I'm deeply thinking to go full dynamic and GG. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, we will redo it. Because I'm so annoyed by having... Why this thing is completely black, by the way? This thing is missing... This thing is missing a UV map or what? No. Maybe it's the wrong channel? No. Strange. Very, very strange. Very, very strange that it's completely dark. It's very strange. This object is definitely wrong. 100%. Yeah, he has no... You know what? We go generate and fuck it. Just because it's simpler. It didn't do it very well, I have to say. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it, boys. One piece at a time. Do you see a tools rack? No. Easy. One piece at a time. Yeah, I think it's always better to do the light map UV with Blender because it's smarter, right? He's doing it in a smarter way. Okay. Why is saying that there is an overlap? What? No, there is no overlap. Is there an overlap? No. I don't know. No, it's good. I think it's good. I think it's good. Okay, that item was wrong actually. And now it's fixed somehow, hopefully. Oh, here we also have moss. Maybe we can try. Maybe we can try a full dynamic. A full dynamic, but the problem of full dynamic is that they are saying that it's not a good idea in MMO in general. When you have large areas, right? They say it's not a great idea. I don't know if it's true because I never really tested it myself. And also I have a decent PC, so the problem would be to test it on a PC that is not that good, right? It is like a low end and see what happens. And also to test it on different hardware, right? And like Mac and such, right? Mac, Linux, Windows. How it is possible that this one already has the door at the right spot? That's a bit weird, huh? I don't know. We can do a medium real life. For example, this one, I think we have to change nothing. We have to change nothing. We can leave it as it is. Well, we can put this a bit at the back, but the rest I think is fine. But just the door. I think it depends how the house is rotated. That would make a difference, maybe. Yeah, like here the door is completely off. I don't know why. This one can stay identical. Also the light outside, obviously. If there is a light outside, this also needs to be fixed. So it's not only the light inside. This one may be a problem because every piece was actually on the wall. We gained a lot of space anyway, and now that I see it, right, we really gained a lot of space, which is good because you can then walk better into the house, right, inside the house. I mean, 10% doesn't seem to be much, but actually, looking at what happened, right, is not too bad. I mean, 10% is anyway good sides. I mean, this is going to take a bit, but definitely not as much as it took me to create all the houses, because I had to think about them, right? I had to position them. Now I just have to fix a bit the items. Yes, we have 25 houses or so, right? Most of them are actually done, so there is some work, but I think is doable. Also, some like this one is empty, so it's an easy one. And this one, for example, is completely off. Why? No idea. Okay. My only fear that if I move up the lantern, it will have even less light, right? Because the lights will be higher. Yeah, here there is a set of houses that are actually empty. I have to remove this guy. I have to remove this guy, or we will have a guy peeking at the window. Which is a bit annoying, right? To see a guy peeking at the window. But anyway, I'm happy to do the change as long as it is good, right? As long as it's actually making the game better. I'm happy to do it, but you know, with full dynamic, we may think. I mean, the good thing of full dynamic is that I don't need to relight anymore, right? With full dynamic, we don't relight because we don't have even a single static light, right? Yeah, so one of the problems, here is the problem. I know so the problem will be that it's not just a matter of relighting, right? But I have to change the lights from static to dynamic. Ay. That is not very simple. How many of these shits we have? Why there are so many? Aren't those a bit too many? Still one getting into the house. Okay, now. Yeah, I have to reposition everything, guys. I have to reposition everything. So don't hold your breath. This will take time, but we are doing it, okay? We are doing it. The vertical seems to be really a lot, by the way. I don't know, just my impression, but my impression is that we go up a lot, right? Ah, wait. This one is the one that I scaled as a test. Ah, better. Okay, this is the one that I scaled as a test. And this one, there is another one that I scaled as a test. Oh, fuck, it was this one. No. Ah, no! This one was also scaled as a test. No! So now I have everything outside, yeah. Now I have stuff into the wall. Crap. Crepperonis. Okay. It was actually, you know, I was saying, why so much, right? And the so much was because there was a 20% total, with a test of 10% plus the other 10%. Do, 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 do. The picture. The picture. But yeah, I think that, you know, the point is that you have to relight, test, relight, test, relight, and so on, right? So I think that this is something I never really did. I just put the lights and then I try to adjust them sometimes, but we never really decided to do many tests, right? While probably is the only solution. Probably the only solution is to test things multiple times and continuously adjusting the lights until they make sense. But I never really did it this way, right? So I mean, we can do it. Just a matter of time, as usual. Gaming on Mac. Yeah, we have some Mac users. Yes, they actually like because they like PlaneShift because it's one of the few right games that are running on their Mac. So yeah, actually they're very happy about it. We don't have many, but the one that we have are really happy. Why there is no bed in this room, in this house? I delete. Ah, it's this. Okay. I was wondering, right? Where is it? There is a stool for sure there, yeah. You see the like here, right? That is not relit anymore. Now it looks okay, right? Maybe it was the resolution. I actually increased the resolution of the bed light map, so that may actually help. We will see. There was obviously a carpet, just to be annoying. I don't know how many carpets we will lose at the second floor, but we will see. We will see. I mean, it's fairly quick anyway. I mean, I'm doing like one house every, I don't know, 5 minutes or 3 minutes. So it's kind of faster than, and like this one, I will probably just leave it as it is, without changing anything. Well, maybe I have to change this because it's actually not, you know, on the, yeah. And the broom, yeah, and the broom as well. But only the stuff that is like touching the wall needs to be changed. But I think that these ones can stay as they are. Maybe I would change it another day, but not now. Not now. So you are seeing the inside of all the houses. So I'm sorry for the one of you. I wanted to have a bit of a surprise, you know, with all the inside of the houses. But now, if you're on the channel and you are looking, you will see them all. Which is okay. Yeah, bro, moving this is a mess. But okay, we will do it. Because this means there is more space inside also to walk, and I think overall, I think it's fine. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. Is there carpet? Yeah, obviously, yes. Obviously, yes. You see that here the pillows are no more broken because that is before the relight. Right? That's the thing. I think I will have to. Why this one is not? No, this one is in the wrong place actually. Because the middle is there, right? Or no? Well, somehow, some way. It's not really true. I mean, the middle in theory is here actually. Okay. Mau, 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 mau. Back in the days you can play with BSD2? Yes. For one day you told us not to hold your breath. No, you can breath. You can breath whenever you want. Some are empty, likely. Some of these houses are empty. But very, very few. Because I did the work everywhere. Now this one is fine. You see how badly this is relit, right? You see how bad this is? Oh my god. I mean, we are in medium relight though, so that's probably why. But still, I mean, it bothers me so much. Full dynamic. I mean, full dynamic. I don't even know exactly how to do it full dynamic. I don't know if it's a setting on the if it was a setting on the project, that would be so nice. So that you could switch between the two. But if I have to change all the lights from dynamic from static to dynamic and then do it again when I want to do the other build, that would be very, very annoying. So I have to think about it a bit and see what we can do. And see what we can do, my boys. How many houses are left? Many. Probably 10 or so, or 15, I don't know. Many. I did so many, you have no idea. I did so many houses. I did so many. And all these ones now are broken. Crap. Nah, but it's quick, it's just moving few items here and there. I mean, it's kind of quick. We can do it quick. What time is it? 11:12. It's doable, it's doable. No. I just would like, I just would like the engine to make my stuff better, not worse. That is my request, right? I would like the engine, I would like the lights, to make my stuff look nicer, not worse. And at the moment, it's making it look worse. I don't know why. It's so annoying. to model it properly, and then to see that that is butchered by the light, right? It's butchered by the light, because this is what is happening. This is what is happening. The light is butchering our game. It is. It is. Good night, Shlo. Bye. My car is currently in the shop waiting for his appointment for tomorrow. I am sure my clutch needs to be replaced. Is it expensive? I think this one we can leave exactly as it is. Maybe we can move this here, but pretty much, you know, the other stuff is okay. This thing needs to go up, obviously. But the rest is kind of fine. More houses. More houses. Imagine if I decided now it's too big and I want to go back. Oh. No, we'll never do it. I think there is a decision taken. If it looks big, I don't care. No, but it doesn't look big because it looks just correct. Full dynamic. You know, I'm thinking more and more about it. I'm thinking more and more about full dynamic. More and more. I mean, it's true that now we have this, which is actually related with medium, right? Medium is not very good, so that is why it looks like this, right? Oh, we have grass in the house. Okay. Let me just take a glance from the top just to understand how many we are missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too many missing. It's not too bad, guys. We are nearly there. Nearly there. And then, you know, if there are some errors, there are some errors. You will tell me and I will fix them. I don't want to wait more for the release. I think I'm ready. I think I want to do it. I think I really want to do it. Really want to do it. Also because there are other nice fixes and additions and so I want to do it. Oh wow. Gain a lot of space here. Well, maybe I exaggerated. Okay, this one is done. Which one are we missing? I don't know why in certain houses, right, the door is really moved away, and others is like nearly in the right place. I don't know. I didn't get why. Oh, that is the house of the captain. I remember this one. That is the house of the captain of the guards, with this nice shield, you know, and his bed and all the weapons and stuff. Oh wow. There's so much more space. And so much more grass. Why this guy's completely black? What happened? Training dummy. He has a UV channel, so what? I think it's the medium. I think it's the medium relight that didn't do some light map resolution 4. No, 4. No way. At least 32. You have no idea how many settings there are in this freaking Unreal Engine, and I mean it's a great engine, but sometimes it makes me mad. It's a great engine, but sometimes it's really making me mad. Okay, how many houses we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there were 10 houses ago. Okay. This one is pretty much fine, but let me... So it's a bit easier to move inside, right? Okay. Okay, I'm guessing it will be expensive. I'm expecting at least $2,000. Holy... $1,000. Well, that's quite a bit. $2,000, bro. Anyway, if you have to do it, I mean, it's a car, so you need it. I guess. Guess you need it. Maybe a bicycle is not good enough, you know? $2,000. Another question is when we will move to the next Unreal Engine version, right? There is 5.7 now. We are on 5.4. So when we will move to the new Unreal Engine release, I don't know. I mean, do we want to? Yeah, I mean, we have to move someday for sure. There is no thing as such as staying always on the same release, because if I stay on the same release for a very long time, then when we have to move one day, it will be hell, right? And I don't want that. I prefer to suffer slowly, continuously, well, not continuously, but let's say to suffer, to spread the problem, you know, across months, instead of doing once, you know, and going crazy. Then that is too hard, right? So yeah, but I think we should move one day. Maybe after this release we move. Even if after this release, you know what I would like to do? I would like to change all the hair of the character. The hairstyle, right? All the hairstyle of the characters. Because I think they look very old now. I mean, the characters are still are looking old, but they were upgraded not too long ago. And I think they are decent, right? But the hairstyles now are really feeling very old. And also not enough, right? I think we can have more variations. think we can have more hairstyle variations. Was this the last one or not? Jesus. Do you see any houses? No. Okay, these were all the houses. Oh my god, my eyes. Okay, these were all the houses. So in theory, if I didn't do anything wrong, and now I save all. I mean, obviously this needs to be relit, but I can launch it tonight. Do it yourself. You've been spending, but one gotta get around. Yeah, do it yourself. Nah. Make it more worse. They're being crushed. No. It's not a good idea to do it yourself. Don't do it yourself. Nah. No, don't do it yourself. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea, and it will end up in a mess. So don't do it. The last fixes. I just want to see for all the double houses if I had some carpets and I messed up the carpets. This one, the carpet is correct. This one, the carpet is correct. We don't have too many double houses, right? Because these are very expensive. This one is the empty one. Maybe you will fill it in one day. Here the carpet, we have it. Okay. And here no carpet. No carpet. Okay. Strange. Okay, I think we did it all. Now, do we want to relight production just this level? Yeah, let's try to relight production only this level. I think it will not take too much. I mean, it will take a bit of time, but not infinite. So let's go lighting production and build only lights, right? And see what happens. Because I want to see. So, and this will be the final result, right? Yeah. This will be, if we go in game. So maybe it is what I have to do, right? I have to take every single level and relight the single level in production mode, then check it in game, go back, do the fixes, relight again, go back, check it, blah, blah, blah. Understand? When people are... Would it be possible to add tooltips to the inventory window? It will be possible, Gonger. I don't know if you're listening, but they will pop up every time, and I think it's super annoying. No? The use button shouldn't exist on all appliances. Can we fix this now, Uajat? Can we fix that without breaking things? I mean, what I should remove exactly? Crate 03 is 1%. We still have so many overlapping UVs, it's insane. Oja carpet. Why only this one? Only this one as because it's one of the ones that is used actually. Hey, this is another one of the freaking. No, but why is saying that he has 50% overlap? This is just a square. That's a bit weird. Yeah, you see, it didn't take much. You already finished. You already finished. Easy. Ah, this one does not have the... no, this one we need to fix. This one does not have the thing. Shelf 06. Let me try. Shelf 06. This one is missing, completely missing the light map. And it's not a good idea. Okay, now he has it. Shelf 06. Okay. No, I don't know. 64. Okay. Fine. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of fixes, but still not enough. Okay, let me see if we fix this guy. Yeah, it looks bad. So basically the idea, you see this light, for example, you see this drawing here? Yeah. So this is a light that is actually static, right? And it's much easier if we recalculate it static. But then this happens, right? If the building, how much we have in this building? If the building doesn't have enough resolution, right? I think it is a 256, I guess. No, it's 512 already. It's 512 already. So it's not bad. The problem is that, yeah, it's so big, right? That maybe even at 1024 would be good. I don't know. Okay, let me see what happens if now we look at this in game, right? Now all the houses are bigger. Now I think they will still look small, but I'm happy about the change that we did. It was a bit painful, but were there ever any recipe which will require the use of the use button? I believe I remember in Alchemy, I'm not sure after all the time. The use button on appliances where there are no transformation that require use of the button. What do you mean? The furnace and the forge don't use the use button as far as I know, and some of the cooking gear might not either. Oven, stove, pot, anything that applies heat and starts automatically. Perhaps that should say that they're not to use it. No, if there's a purpose in the furnace forge, it should be removed completely. We have what we call auto containers, right? Auto transform containers. So this means that auto transform containers. Wait a second.
Simple pleasures for a
For a
simple,
simple
man.
man. Exactly. Simple pleasure for a simple man. That's basically me. There is a flag, right? That is called auto transformer. I don't know how it's called. Can transform, maybe? Can transform. So we have a flag. We have a flag called. Yeah, I can do that, but I have to be sure I'm not breaking anything. Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. I have to be sure I'm not breaking anything, because if we do it, but then stuff doesn't work anymore, right? That's kind of annoying. But at that point, also they combine, right? I don't know. But at that point, also they combine. These buildings are looking nice, though, with 1.1, I think. I think they're looking nice 1.1, you know? Ah, this door. The first door I checked is already fucked. No! Okay, where are we? We are at the entrance on the left. The entrance on the left. This door. This door is already misplaced. Yes, it is. Easy. Easy misplace. Inside is okay. Think so. Okay, I fixed it. Whack. I think they feel better, actually. I think this 1.1 was a good change. I think that more than this, if you look at the size of the door, right? If we go more than 1.1, I think it would be too much. But I think that at 1.1, it kind of looks decent. So I think I'm happy about the change. This door still looks a bit small, but the building inside, yeah. The problem is this stair. This stair is at the limit, right? Really, of sides. And we still have the problem, and we still have the problem here, right? No matter what. No matter what, this gets split. So annoying. Anyway, I will consider it a feature. We'll consider it a feature. I'm going to open some houses and see how they look. I think it feels better though. Before it was feeling way too tight. I mean, it's still tight, but more reasonable. I have to say, more reasonable. Oh, want a drink? Yes, I want a drink, actually. There is grass there, fuck it. It looks good though. Apart from that thingy, which I really hate, but fine. Where is the painting? Can we remove the grass at least from this house? That house is probably this one. No. Yes, it is. Huh? Oh my god. Also, the grass is different between editor and game. Come on. Come on. You serious? Cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. I will do another pass of this, but I mean, it doesn't look bad now. This is during the day, right? Or not? Did I relight? I don't know if he invalidated all the lights. Probably invalidated all the lights. The mod of. The mod of. This door is also slightly misplaced. It's incredible how you can see stuff only when you are in game. Because you have a different perspective, right? Yeah, you see? Very nice. Can I sit here? No. Oh, yes, I can. Very nice. Don't understand too much why this is so dark. Why this pot is like the darkness, the darkest plant in the universe? Why? It's not like this actually. Potted plant 03. Yeah, it should look like this. You see? I mean, you see what I'm saying? This is how it should look. And it doesn't. I have 64 resolution of the light maps. Right? My light map, maybe the light map looks a bit stupid. That's possible. I mean, I can redo it. The potted plants. I don't even know where they are, the potted plants, actually. Potted plant is under environment plants. Okay, because we have things plants and environment plants, just to make our life harder. Environment plants, okay. Potted plant, okay. I have deleted usage possible if you want to about crafting, no crafting place in this village. Good question, Ola. Very good question. At the moment there are no crafting stations, but I think it's a good question. Do we want to have it? Do we want, huh? Oh wow. Holy hell. I think the reason is that we had no No UV map. Let me see if it's the same for this guy. Because probably it's the same, huh? No, this one seems to have it. Yeah, this one seems to have it, so only the potted plant number 3 was missing it. Potted plant number 3, okay. Now here it changes color because he's using dynamic for a second, so it's sort of the usual mess. But anyway, okay. Let's try to find more problems and fix more problems. If we can. We can leave the door open of all the houses that we've seen already. So it's easier for us to spot the problems. There's a bit of grass here and there. Fuck it. And there is that. I mean, the double bed, I think I will try to find a solution anyway, because it really bothers me. Really bothers me. Having the sprint as a toggle is so nice, guys. It is very nice. I really like the change. This door. Okay. Why we have grass here? Why we have things there? Why? Why? You see there is no grass here. I think the calculation is not the same between the editor and it's so weird though. The calculation is not the same. Well, this one it is because is an object, so it cannot be wrong because there is coordinates. But the foliage, right, is actually not the foliage. The grass on the base texture. Bara 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 bam bara bam bara bam bara 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 bam. Okay, in theory we fixed that. I don't know if we did, but grass is annoying. There is also an empty one. I don't know why, but it's empty. There are a few empty ones. You can put whatever you want. There are a few empty ones you can use and put your stuff. I don't know. I think it will take some time to the people to adapt to the fact that now sprint is a toggle, so they will still press it somehow, but Can I go down here? I can. No, I think the change is good, eh? The 1.1 is very good. The 1.1 is very good. It's a very good change. It's a very good change. It's a very good change. I'm very happy we did it. I'm very happy we did it. It was really needed. This grass, though. This grass. Come on. Why? Holy moly. There is no grass here. I don't understand. It's a matter of resolution or what? Why this fish is so black there? Huh? What happened to this fish? You see, light maps are fucking up everything. Light maps are fucking up everything because he has a light map of 4. I think all the fishes actually have... This may be a problem actually. Yeah, they all have a light map of 4. Ay, 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 ay. Ah, this one is 64. This one is 64 and still it looks like this. What the f... Bro! Why? You cannot calculate lights. I think this engine is not able anymore to calculate static lights. I mean, you cannot do it. You cannot do it. I think we are using a technology that they abandoned, right? They abandoned the static lights. There is no other explanation. They abandoned this technology and they want us to go full dynamic. Because they cannot calculate stuff anymore. Look here, right? Look at these fishes. These fishes have 64 resolution on each. So why become so bad? I mean, you may say, oh, 64 is not a lot. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe it's not a lot, but should be better than just one black stain in the middle. This one doesn't have a UV channel. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. This one does not have a UV channel, huh? Okay. Now you have it. Now you have it. Okay. Hey, I'm going around and trying to fix as many things as I can. So saying we need nice quest about no free fish. No fresh fish or no free? Free or fresh? Like, why this part is so black, for example, right? It's because we forgot to create the light map for that piece because we merged it. That is a possibility. That's a possibility, actually. I forgot. I forgot to put. Yes. Absolutely yes. That is why. That is why. It's missing the, yep, it's missing the, yep. No, wait. Don't do anything stupid. What? Wait a second, huh? No, on the light map. No, on the light, wait, on the light map we have it. Huh? No, we have, no, sorry, we have it, it was on this one, it was another place. So, we have it, so why? 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 Why this part is black? Why this part is black? Why? Why is black? Why here is white and there is black, huh? We have a light map of 64. We have a destination light map of 1. And it's mapped this way. Why you make it black? Why? Why? Jesus. Jesus. I don't know. I mean, it's just not willing to do what he's supposed to do. But fine. Full dynamic. But are these lights actually flagged as what? So if I take these lights, right, they are flagged as what? They are flagged as dynamic or as static? They are flagged as static, right? If I take this point light, what kind of mobility he has? Yes, he has a static mobility, that's why. He has a static mobility. So I guess the question is, how can I change on my lights from static to dynamic? So in a Unreal Engine, I need to relight my game with two different modes. Static lights and all dynamic. How can I tell the engine to do all dynamic, including the lights that are set to static? Because if I can, you know, do it in one... Okay. In a Unreal Engine, there is no single global switch that forces all light to behave dynamically. Okay. Static lights are baked. Yeah, I know. And the engine literally strips dynamic data cook at cook time, so you can afford to become dynamic at runtime. But there are some reliable workflow to light two lightning modes. Approach 1. Duplicate the light set. Are you crazy? I have to go in the whole game and duplicate all the lights. I have probably, I don't know, 10,000 lights in the game. How can I do this? Are you completely out of your mind? Use movable light only if your maps are small. Jeez. This is good though. Word setting, force no pre-computed light equal to true, right? But this requires a full light rebuild and cannot be toggled at runtime. It's okay. It's okay. Where is this? World setting, force no pre-computed lights. World settings. I don't have world. World settings. World settings, force no pre-computed light. Where is that? Force no pre-computed lighting. Whether to force light maps and other pre-computed lighting to be created even when the engine thinks they are needed. This is for improving interaction in levels and with full dynamic lighting and shadowing. Not that any lighting and shadowing interaction that are usually pre-computed will be lost if this is enabled. Okay, let's try. I click this. Build lightning once to propagate the change. We'll remove existing pre-computed lighting data. Okay, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it, I believe. I mean, still this part are super dark. I think here we have. A normal problem. I think here we have a normal problem. There is no other possibility. What is this? What the hell is this? I mean, considering that unlit is like that, right? It means we have a normal problem on this bed. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna destroy. Yeah, in fact we add. In fact we add. Okay, that's kind of nice. In fact we had that problem. Ouch. Okay, let me try. Let me try. Maybe we fixed it. Listare del bad one. Much better. Much better. Now, why we have this shit here, I don't know. Hey, why? Because this is why. That is the same thing, no? Probably is not because is white. Yeah, but it's the same as this guy. So that guy has the same problem at the back. Possibly. So in reality, okay, so what you are telling me is that what you are telling me somehow is that this thing is not designed to be this way, huh? Okay. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do this. Okay. Very annoying. Very annoying. Okay, I understand. So it is fucked completely. So we don't know. We don't know what we don't know. Jeez. Oh my god. Why this is working? Well, because they... Why this texture is so fucked? Okay. I think it's easier to fix the texture than to fix the model. I think it's easier. We may have the same problem with the normal map, but the normal map I'm not very, you know, I think we can live with that. I think we can live with that, my boys. My boys. Full dynamic, we will test it in a second. So basically here, someone completely crazy decided to do... Someone completely crazy decided to do... this mess for no apparent reason, really. For no apparent reason, because this is completely useless. This is completely freaking useless. He's just making a mess. Uh-oh. It is just making a mess. No? Maybe. I mean, I understand that there is a bit of... I understand that, but I don't care. It's just making my life harder, so... I will delete it. I will delete it. I will delete it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I will delete it. I will delete it. I will delete it. I don't care about that. I don't care about the small nuances of what? Consider this is the roughness, right? So we are speaking about wood only, and it is a roughness change. So they are saying, oh, in a certain part, there is a roughness change. No, there is not. It's all wood. It's the same wood. You cannot change roughness here and there. It's impossible. Forget it. Forget it. The maximum you can have is this. That is the maximum that I allow. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Take that. Take that, you stupid. Okay. Did it make any change? What? What? Is the normal map? No, it's a normal map. Ah, oh, jeez. Is the normal map? Ah, oh, jeez. Yeah, it's a normal map. Okay. I was thinking... But anyway. I was thinking wrong. I was definitely thinking wrong. Definitely thinking wrong, my boys. But it's okay. I mean, anyway, normalizing the roughness map there is anyway a good idea. So where is getting that? Is getting that from here? I mean, from these two lines? Huh? From those two lines, huh? So it's getting the mass from this line and this, no, only this line actually. I think it's getting the mass only from, switch. Only from this line, right? Yeah, I think so. It's only this line. Now, where was this line used? I think it was used because we wanted to have each plank, right, be separate. But are we really using these planks this way? No. So, I mean, we have two ways, right? One is to just remap the UV to this space. And the second, which is a bit more drastic, but it's just what I'm gonna do, is just to delete this. And fuck it. Just to be nice. Yeah. So now, finally. Okay, a small line is okay, right? If it is a small line, I'm not complaining about a small line. So the double bed is the same, right? So the double bed will also be fixed. Right? Well, double bed here has some weird stuff going on, really. I think it's all the normal map, by the way. I think it's because I mapped this in a weird way. I think because I mapped those pieces. Yeah, I mapped those pieces without really thinking about it too much. And they yeah, because I didn't really think about it too much, to tell you the truth. So I just mapped them kind of randomly, you know, and I just put them there, and I said, fuck, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And this is the result, right? And the result is that it is a bit fucked up. Pretty much as you would expect if you do things randomly, right? So basically all these pieces are I mean, many of these pieces. Yeah, the problem is we don't have enough surface there, so I can move them here, but even if I move them here, we don't have enough surface, so I will have to scale them down, or to I mean, I can scale them down, right? But they will lose a bit of but I think I have no other way, actually. I think I pretty much have no choice. Why we did such a mess? Because one is rotating one way and the other is rotating the other way. I see. So in reality, it's not that it's really fucked, it's just a bit fucked. Okay. No. To fix it, guys, it's gonna take a bit. I don't know if I want to do it. It's a bit of a mess. It's kind of annoying because this guy, yeah, all the ones that are going overboard, right? They are definitely problematic. All these ones that are going overboard are problematic. So if they fit, nice, but if they don't, then it's a problem. I don't think if I want to do this, guys. I don't know if I want to do this. Really. I don't know if I want to do this. It's a bit painful. I mean, I'm doing it, but I mean, they are so small, you know, they are so small fixes that I'm questioning if it's even worth it, right? To have such a small fixes in. I'm questioning my life in this moment. No? I mean, there's such a small fixes that the question is it worth it, right? I don't know. Because here, when he switches from top to bottom, right? That is where he really fucks up. When they go over this way, they are really. Yeah, but this one I don't know where to put it. It's too long. Well, we put it here. And we shrink it. But if I shrink it... These are the four sides, I think, of the main pole, but fine. Fine. Okay, I think this will do something. If it doesn't, sorry, you will have a bed that looks slightly wrong. Okay, so it's fine. I cannot go forever with this thing. I cannot go forever. No, I think it will already look better. But we were testing the pre-computed light, right? We were testing the pre-computed light. Yeah, slightly better. Okay, I think now is good enough. Okay, so we basically removed the pre-computed light everywhere, right? So now this level is full dynamic. It's full dynamic. Okay, so let's see how it looks. And I think what we can do, we can probably do a relight, check the FPS, and then do this and check the FPS in the same spot. I think that could be a thing, but I don't know. Will it work good on Mac, on Linux, on low hardware, on different hardware? I don't know. I think it will look definitely better. It will look definitely better. You have no idea how much better it will look. You have no idea. I can release 2 clients. I think I can release 2 clients, which means 6 clients, by the way. Because it's 3 platforms, but anyway, I can release 6 clients. Yeah, I think I will do it, but it's still loading. Still loading. Okay, so in theory now we are full dynamic. We are full dynamic, so it means that there are no pre-computed lights. And you already see how much everything is more lit, right? Now, if I go night, let me go night a second though. Let me go night. Okay, this is night. This is night. Now, at night, I'm completely losing the shadow of myself, but that's okay, I guess. I don't know if this is really full dynamic, huh? Is it? Didn't convince me 100%. I didn't save a bunch of stuff. Wait. Maybe we were kind of 50-50. Let me save everything. Okay, let me try. I have to go though, it's late. It's very late. It's very, very late. Now, I think also this part is dynamic, huh? Or not? No, only that level, because I removed it only in that level. Okay, so my shadow is decent, right? During the day. But I think we need to see during the night, because... I mean, during the day is easy, right? But during the night, like for example, right? For example, this light. I mean, it looks 10 times better than pre-calculated. I mean, that's for sure. I mean, obviously lights are looking so much better than... I mean, overall it's a bit dark. I mean, it's a bit flat, not dark. It's a bit flat because whenever you have no lights, it becomes flat. But you see this one, for example. There is a full dynamic light, so the shadow is perfect, right? Instead of what we had before, that it was all pre-calculated. And look at the rocks, right? Look at the rocks, right? Look at the rocks. Now the problem I see, yeah, and look at the bed, right? Look at the bed. 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 Look at the candle. Look at that. I mean, everything looks so much better, right? Shadows. Look at the shadow of the table here, for example, this line, right? I mean, obviously, you're full dynamic, so it's calculating everything. It's calculating everything manually. Everything is calculated. All this is calculated at runtime. All this is calculated at runtime. Everything is calculated. Everything is... I mean, it's the same when you take a torch. When you take a torch, right? If you pick a torch and you put it on, you are generating dynamic lights, right? So the light, so the shadow, right? This shadow of myself that comes from the torch is full dynamic, right? It's full dynamic. I don't know. I'm so upset about the static shadow that we may just decide to do a test and see what happens. Now one problem I mean everything is looking way better. Look at the stairs, right? The stairs before were all butchered by the darkness, and look at the bed, right? Look at the bed. The bed doesn't have any more that shitty V, right? And the bottle is nice, you know. All these shadows. Do you see this shadow at the bottom, right? This is also calculated. This shadow here, right? The problem is how many FPS, right? We have. Because I have a good video card, right? I have a 3090. So the problem, and look at, yeah, also this now. Now here where there are no lights, like here there are no specific lights. Obviously it looks a bit flat, right? Because there's been no calculation, and there is only the light of the sun, right? But if I go day. Yeah, then the shadow is here. And it's not a very strong shadow, but it's still there. Now... But yeah, overall, you know, overall is 10 times better. I think I will release 2 clients, guys. And you will tell me. If everyone will say that it works... on Mac, on Linux, on Windows, on low hardware, on high hardware. If everyone is telling me that it works, then we can release it only this way. Yeah, but there is no comparison, right? There is no comparison to the quality. There is no comparison. There is no comparison. The problem is that I don't know how many FPS I have. So for example, if we go, let's do this 1 second. Let's go on top of let's go on top of this, right? Let's go on top of this and we look down, right? So we basically have the wall village in view. Well, we don't have the wall village, but can we find a spot where we have the village in view? Somehow. Yeah, but anyway, this is already, I think this is already enough, right? It is already enough. So the question is, how many FPS I have now? Putting no limit. I have 35 FPS. Holy shit. Well, we are in debug, eh? We are in debug. But I have 35 FPS, between 33 and 35, right? So it seems to be, I mean, this view seems to be very heavy. If I look a bit around, it's about the same. Here I have a 40. Yeah, if I start to remove the city from view, now here I have 70. And we are in debug, eh? We are in debug, so obviously it's different. But let's say that looking here, I have 35, right? I have 35. So if we now relight in the old way, okay. and we build production. Not sure a lot of players want to download 2 clients. And what do you mean? They just download one, the one that they want. They don't have to play with 2 clients, right? They have to play only with one. There will be the recommended one, right? The recommended one is full dynamic, and if it doesn't work for you, you can choose the other. Or I can see if we can flag that force no pre-computed lightning at runtime. I think it's actually possible, because I don't believe that this is not. I don't believe that this is not doable runtime. It seems to be very weird. I mean, ChatGPT is saying that it's not possible, but because I mean, the only thing that he has to do, he has to ignore the lights, right? He has to ignore the lights. But no, they will just download one. Now, if it doesn't work, they download the other. It is anyway a temporary solution, right? It's not a. It's just a temporary solution. Okay. Plus all these problems of light maps on the objects, you know, that is making things even harder. But anyway. Okay, so now we relate this level the old way, right? Or the current way, let's say. The current way. So let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. I mean, in theory, it should be faster, right? The FPS should be better, but the memory usage should be higher, right? The GPU memory usage, because he has to load all the light maps. That, I mean, they're not insanely big, but anyway, they are kind of. I mean, they are something. They are anyway megabytes, right? That he has to load and apply. It's like another shader on top of the... I think we should abandon static lighting. I think we should abandon it. I mean, maybe it was good when we started in 2018, right? It was good when we started with Unreal Engine because it was, you know, still the hardware was not that good, but okay, so if I'm looking in this same direction, right? And we set the time to the same time of the day, so 9:0, right? Time set 9:0. So it's the same time of the day, right? And we enable FPS. I'm at 70. You see the difference? I am at 70 instead of 35, so it's the double, right? It's double FPS. Double FPS. Double. Hey, double is a lot. Double is a lot, my friends. Double is a lot. Double is a lot. Double is a lot. Double is much. Double is much. Double is painful. But, you know, here we get the bad shadow, we get the line, we get this shit, you know. We get the shit here, we get the shit there. The shadows are not really shadows. I mean, they kind of are, like this one, for example, right? This one you can see very well, right? This shadow is this, right? Is this thing, is this drawing on the chair, right? But obviously it has a certain resolution which is not very high, right? We can increase it, but then it's more memory. And yeah, if you look here, right, you remember what I shown you of the shadow of this wood, how it was perfect, right? It was a perfect shadow of this, and now it is like that, right? Now it is this shit. You see the difference? You can watch the VOD and see the difference, but it is a big difference. So, but it's double the FPS, boys. Double the FPS. So imagine in Idla where we already have a bit of FPS issues, right? That would be insane. But if you have a good PC like mine, you know, you go at 35. I mean, 35 is not fantastic, but still, well, we are in debug mode, so I think in well, for example, this is not bad at all, right? If you look at it, I mean, maybe it's not as defined as it was before, right? Because maybe it is not perfect, but it's not bad, right? It's not bad. This is all pre-calculated. This is all pre-calculated. So, for example, here, I don't know, you have a small, you know, a small fuck up. You see this? There is a small fuck up, but it's so small that you don't really care, right? I don't know. I think we can try to release 2 clients and see what happens. Release 2 clients. Like if there were not enough things to do for a release, right? And there were not enough things already. So would you trade half of your FPS for better lights? Half of your FPS. Holy moly, what happened here? Yeah, for example, here you see that this is casting a very bad shadow for whatever reason. No, I think here we have another problem. Here we have again a normal problem. Yeah, for sure. I have to go, guys. It's really late. It's really late. I will have to try this way and see if we get it slightly better. Because it seems that we have a problem. Looks identical. I don't know, we'll see. But it seems we have a problem there. And all these problems are only happening in freaking static lights, right? I mean, it's like this guy is still black. I don't know why. And there is production relights. Maybe two clients. Maybe two clients. Okay, guys. I have to go. But I think it was a good session. We did a lot. Pretty happy about it. I have to jump. Good night. See you. Bye. Tomorrow I'm not sure I will be here. I will tell you during the day. Check Discord. I will tell you if I will be here or